Have the Bombers finally found a number one target up forward? G'day, it's Jordan Keneal here, and Peter Wright is our focus on the scouting report this week. With 12 goals in 4 games, Wright is sitting equal second in the Coleman medal race. He's averaged 5 shots a goal per game and nailing them at a very sharp 60% clip. But if we're being honest, the goals are just the cherry on top so far. It's Wright's marking that has totally changed how Essendon moves forward. Last year, he took 34 marks inside 50. He's already halfway to that total in just 4 games. He took a career high 33 contested marks in 2021, but he's smashing that pace this year with 11 already. Wright was dominant again last week against the Crows, but a lot of that was by design. He was asked on the radio this week about whether he prefers to play out of the goal square or a little higher up. Have a listen to his response.
On the weekend, we felt like we had a good matchup. If I was able to get butts deep, and we wanted to try and get Duday up and irrelevant a little bit so he couldn't impact the mean.
Okay, so we know Jordan Butts was manned up against Wright for most of the day, while Tom Duday had to pay some attention to Alec Waterman. Duday was also hoping to play his natural game and peel off to be the third man up, but the Bombers absolutely denied that. Let's start with Wright's first contested mark of the day. We can see Waterman dragging Duday away from Wright in the bottom left of the screen. It's important that Waterman remains in a really dangerous position, so Duday can't leave him. Butts tries to cling on here, but Wright creates a little bit of space with a quick push to the chest. Then Billy Frampton misjudges the flight of the ball and actually gets in Butts' way, making this a pretty straightforward grab and goal for Peter Wright. Here's another one, with Duday up at the contest, meaning Peter Wright can come through and take this absurd grab over 3 other Giants. Nothing comes of this one, with Butts doing a good job on Wright here, but again, you can see Waterman keeping Duday out of this contest. Nick Martin probably should have lowered the eyes on this one and hit Wright up. Waterman and Duday are really well spaced out here, and through a bit of a scrambling play, Waterman's able to duck out the back to take this mark. Duday recorded season lows for 3 key metrics, with just 1 intercept mark for the game, 2 spoils and 0 contested marks. Moving across to Brisbane now, and we're going to check in on defender Marcus Adams. If you compare his basic 2022 stats to his career stuff, there really isn't that much of a difference. But if you take a closer look, he's been on an absolute tear. He's second in the league for intercept marks, just behind Jeremy McGovern. Between he and Harris Andrews, the 2 Lions have lost just 8 contested one-on-one battles so far this year from 41 opportunities. That's an elite clip. Adams has lost just 4 of those contests this year, with 3 of them coming in his matchup against Tom Hawkins. For the first time this year, we actually saw Adams get a little overpowered in wrestling contests, but he tried his best to avoid those situations. It was an incredible clash. Adams took 7 intercept marks himself. The Brisbane defender loves to play a few metres in front and took plenty of these intercept grabs just by beating Hawkins to the footy. If you had no context to this clip, you'd almost swear Adams was a lead up forward in this situation, taking a chest mark out in front. Obviously, it's the reverse. Hawkins, on the other hand, took 5 contested marks and had 7 marks inside 50. With Adams controlling the space in front, Hawkins adapted. He pushed into all that space behind and won this foot race back towards the goals. And this one was just great forward craft. Yes, he led to a spot where it's a little harder to slot a goal from, but he knew that Adams wouldn't be able to get there. Thanks for tuning in again to another scouting report. After the Max King highlights went so well last week, I thought I'd do the same again and tack on a few minutes of 2 Metre Peter's best stuff. Enjoy.
The fans are happy. Bombers on a roll.
At his best, he is a beautiful long kick of the football. Essendon already lead by 39 points. Peter Wright. Peter Wright! He's at his best! He lands another big blow.
Load has gone onto his shoulders and he's just handling it brilliantly.
Right, can he do what he did earlier in the game? Has he still got the energy? He's still got the leg. It's just so right. 2 big goals. So much to like about this Essendon team. Oh, Stewart fancies his chances. In full stride coming out of defence. Gets around Lazaro. If you don't mind, James Stewart, he got awfully excited and that's ends it over the line by Wright.
What I love up though, really. As soon as the free kick was given to the ruckman in the middle of the ground, there was about 3 or 4 defenders that just took off. And some of those defenders were covered.
Set up in time. Can they get the quick reply here? Waterman edged his opponent out. Now they're going to scramble for it at ground level. McDonald, Tipman, Woody in there. Waterman back in there. Nice hands from Archie Perkins. Can Peter Wright get the quick reply? He's got 2.
Kick from just beyond the 50, and that's showing his distance in kicking as well. Beautiful kick.
This afternoon.
Apple to Cox. Right, looked likely, and he recovered really well, and he didn't take the mark. And he puts it through for the first of the third. Very brave call, Jared. A day like today. Just for his third. Wow, it was the right call. Straight through the middle, and Essendon are back in front.
It's good contact. Has he got it inside the right post? He has. Beautiful finish. If he can put them 3 goals in front with less than 10 minutes to play, they're suddenly in the box seat. Makes beautiful contact. Gives that a ride. Was never going to miss.
To make it 24 points. This to make it 7 goals. Right, no problems with the journey. The goal umpire hasn't even moved. The goal umpire did not even move.
55 just pops it up to the top of the square. Here goes Wright again. And he's such a weapon. Provides that big marking target. You can just kick it high and long. He goes up and grabs it.
It's just been the dominant play.
Stewart to Stringer. Just throws it on the boot, gets it inside 50. Wilson's got to stand underneath it as Wright arrives. Ginnivan tried to tap it to Dacos. Durham did so effectively to Francis. Hind off a step. Can he find an option? Wright goes back and plucks another. He'll have the final kick of the first half and a chance to boot his 4th.
It's been a tough afternoon in every possible way for the Bombers. But Peter Wright had it within him to land a lovely long goal. Had all 12 disposals in the first quarter. His first of the term. Hits it pretty sweetly. That is some finish by Peter Wright. He's got 3.
To make it 6 of the last 7. He's a beautiful kick, and that's right through the middle.